All right, hey guys. Hope everybody's having a good night tonight. Just running a little bit late there, but I don't think this isn't TV. Nobody really minds. All right. So we're gonna do good old-fashioned Generation 1 Soundwave here. I have the image all sketched out and just gonna ink it up. All right, we're gonna do what I normally do, start with the head. I might see if I can get a little bit closer for this actually. Let me bend the camera down a bit. Maybe I can give you a closer view. I don't want it to get in my way too much, but just give you a little closer look. Uh-oh, storm prep. Be safe out there. It was suggested that I make this sound blaster in as a tribute to the Siege cartoon that is now out on Netflix. But I'll leave that up to the anybody who might want to color this. They can repaint it as Sound Blaster if they want to. Yeah, is anybody out there avoiding spoilers for Siege? Maybe we can speak in generalities if people are looking to avoid spoilers. I watched the entire thing by now, so I'm up to speed. Soundwave's the side of his face here, or helmet, or however you want to put it. These little openings here are a bit repetitive to me. You've got a straight line here, you've got a straight line there, a straight line here, because there's like multiple layers to it. He's got sort of the main opening there. It's a lot of parallel lines. Put the shadow underneath there. I will say the rendering on all the models was really very pretty, I thought, for lack of a better word. I know some of you folks on here, I can't remember exactly who said what, but some of you all voiced a preference for Soundwave the other week when I was talking about, you know, possible characters that I would be drawing on future streams. So hopefully you folks are happy to see a Soundwave stream. As I mentioned on Twitter, I might kind of take a break from Soundwave for a while. I've done quite a few images of Soundwave recently, but most of them were just either headshots like last week, or like a bust shot, just like a head and shoulders shot. So I thought it was appropriate to do a nice full shot here. You don't get all of his legs in this picture, but you get enough of Soundwave here, and this should be pretty cool. And then we'll kind of take a break from Soundwave for a little while. There's a bunch of G1 characters that I want to kind of work my way through. Whether or not they happen on the stream, you know, that's to be determined, but I need to do a tracks picture soon, so that might be happening soon. I do want to do a little bit of Beast Wars. I was considering Black Arachnia, but that was not to be this week, at least. But all possibilities for future streams. I'm going to do my best to keep up with the chat here, but I'm just trying to focus on the artwork at the moment. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Transformers Siege on Netflix. Discuss. No spoilers. If somebody doesn't want spoilers, try not to spoil it for everybody. Yes, Aladromo goes way back. Aladromo goes way back with me. One of the few Autobots that he was a fan of as a youngster. It's Trax. Lovely blue Corvette. Hanging out with Raoul. What's not to like? I am a pretender. I'm pretending to be... No, never mind. I was going to go with some self-deprecating humor, but that doesn't usually go over very well, so never mind. If I was a pretender, who would I be? What Transformer would be inside this shell? What's up, Daimooch, by the way? Did I see Daimooch here? There he is. I think you're going to back us up a little bit now that I'm not on the face. Radical, totally radical, dude. Back off, guys. Blur. I'm not sure who I would say I would be. I'm definitely not cool enough to be Jazz. And, you know, I say that with all, you know, without being self-deprecating. Jazz is just next level cool, you know? Are there any Transformer artists? I feel like I've seen that in a bio somewhere along the, you know, sometime over the years. Maybe one of the More Than Meets the Eye profile books or something like that. Ska. Cue the trumpets. I use the cartoon model for the base of this picture, but it's very plain, so I threw in a few of the little details from the toy. When in doubt, I like to reference the toy. That's part of the fun to me of drawing G1 is trying to draw those blocky old toys, which I love. Trying to give them some, you know, draw them in sort of a dynamic way that they don't really exist as in the wild. You know, they're most of them are chunky and blocky, and giving them kind of a dynamic look is a fun challenge for me. Hey, Clock Fox. Let's see, anyone know why Jazz was missing from Siege? Good question. I mean, there's not a toy, right? I think it was all basically based on toys. Was there a Jazz in the toy line? I don't think there was. Although maybe that's your question. Why was he missing from the toy line? It's a totally valid question. I don't know if I have quite the vanity to be Sunstreaker. But maybe I do, I don't know. Right, B just only has the Earthrise figure. but they had to get him into Siege. Yeah, those little vents on the side of his cheeks are kind of interesting. I don't know who first came up with that, if it was the IDW books. I mean, that's where we first saw it, but I don't know if the show was in development enough by then that they referenced that or what, but it's kind of a different look there. All right, I'm going to draw my line down the middle here. Little guideline. If I can find my pencil. Hello, where's my pencil? Josh, did you say you were going to watch it, watch the Japanese dub of it? I saw somebody post that on Twitter. I think that was you, Josh. I thought that was a good idea. I've been watching all these Japanese G1 cartoons and enjoying them and totally not minding reading the subtitles, so I thought, well, that's a pretty good idea. I might actually do that myself if I do a second viewing of it. My main line there was a little off from where I wanted it, but that's okay. Which one was the B cover? Is that mine? I can never... They don't really tell me which one. A, B, sub, retail, whatever they call the covers at any given time. Yeah, they were all pretty short. A lot of the Autobots were short. I thought the sizes were a bit inconsistent. Like Wheeljack at first almost looked shorter than Bumblebee, but then they kind of evened them out a little bit. But yeah, the sizes were a little bit weird. Elita was rather tall. Wheeljack, Mirage, Prowl, they were very short. Which is just different. Not right, not wrong, just different. The lips. What do we think of the lips? Definitely borrowed from Overlord, like you say. Yeah, Bumblebee had some lips on him too, didn't he? Alright, let's get this hand here. Usually as some of my longer time viewers, feels kind of funny to say that. As you guys know, I usually do his hands, do the robot's hands right after the head, but just gave it a little longer this time for some reason. I need to get some of the other stuff done. Yeah, there's a lot of repaints all over the place. I feel like, well, yeah, you don't really want to say too many spoilers in case somebody's trying to avoid them, but I thought it was weird. There were a lot of impactor repaints, which at one point seemed a little extra weird. Yeah, there were a ton of reflectors, weren't there? There was like one scene where I feel like the entire like field of robots they showed were all reflector repaints, which was kind of funny. I mean, I know that kind of goes back to G1 a bit, so, you know, that makes sense from that standpoint, but still kind of funny. Let's get that the other battery out of the way. Soundwave and his battery weapons. quite right. I guess we'll go with that one. Maybe I want it a little bit thinner. Ideally, I'd have something between 45 and 60 degrees here, but just got to work with what I've got. To be a little smaller. I'm sure they've been getting away with robot gore from the beginning. That's how they got away with all that violence in the original movie. Just because it's just robots. With my quotation fingers. Kids watching it didn't feel that way. Got a lot of little ellipses here. Alright, let's get this other hand taken care of here. Let's see. Made these joints a little bit looser than I usually would, but that's okay. A lot of black spaces to fill in here. There's a lot of swagger to some of the walking animations, weren't there? Weren't there. I appreciate you guys carrying the conversation today. I'm a little bit feeling a little out of it today. Nothing bad, just not completely into it, I guess. I mean, I'm into the drawing, but kind of my head's in a weird place. So yeah, I appreciate you guys carrying the conversation there. But if anybody has any questions for me, just hit me. I'll try to keep my eye on the chat as much as I can. All right, let's get Soundwave's buttons inked up here. Has anybody done a cartoon where somebody tries to push these little buttons? I mean, like when he's in robot mode. Oh, I feel like I can imagine that right now, him pushing it himself. They have 4 fingers in Cyberverse? I didn't notice that. It's interesting. What are my thoughts on Lady Jazz almost happening in Cyberverse? I don't. I saw a thing that said that was rumored to have happened, but I mean, I guess it would depend on how they handled it. I haven't watched most of Cyberverse, so I can't speak to it as its own thing so much. But if it was done well, I don't have a problem with the Lady Jazz. You know, different generations have different, little things that are different. So it could have been interesting. Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. I mean, I feel like I've seen some good human. I'm gonna butcher this word, like Gijinka, something like that. Like people draw like a human version of Transformers, usually like a gender swapped human version. I feel like I've seen some Lady Jazz versions like that, which seem pretty cool. Obviously, that wouldn't be what Cyberverse would be. Hello, Blasto Supreme. Welcome back. Yeah, a lot of this I didn't know. I didn't know about Cosmos. I did hear Acid Storm kind of flips back and forth. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch Cyberverse eventually. There's too many shows to catch up on. It's taken me literally months to try to get through all the Japanese G1 content. Watching like one episode a day, as many days as I can work it in. It's tough though, for me. I can't recall any female Decepticons. So am I missing something in Siege? No Slipstream, at least that I noticed. Unless it's like, you know, there were like a ton of repaint Seekers, but they weren't made to look any different, like gender-wise. They just were all straight up. You know, everybody in Siege was recolored. You look around the Autobot base, there's like a red Mirage and a blue Sideswipe, and you know, they never name any of those characters, but anyway, yeah, I didn't specifically notice Slipstream or any female Decepticons. Yeah, Candy Chameleon, I got to agree. Like when RC showed up, I was like excited because I love RC, and then I'm like, she looks totally out of place. It's really weird. Like Elita, they added all this like kibble to her back and stuff. You could almost, you know, she almost worked in with the aesthetic, but you know, she still stood out as, you know, looking a little different to me as well. But RC was like a total departure from what everyone else looked like in the show. But I was still glad to see her show up. That was a fun little scene with her and Bumblebee and Cog. I thought it was funny when they're like scanning them for weapons. They scan Cog. Nope, no weapons. Like the dude is a giant weapon, or several giant weapons. Ha! Nice Dark Wizard. Yeah, that's right, Josh. I'd draw in the middle of a war zone. Josh, I miss you, buddy. Hey, let's talk about TFCon, Baltimore. let's hope that actually happens. I would love to be at that show if everything is remotely close to normal by that time. I would definitely love to be at that show. Yeah, G1 Sunstreaker, I have to agree with you there. Minerva is a nice design. You know, she fits right in with the other Headmaster Juniors, and I think that's a good look. Storko, I don't know much about Cog's bio. Maybe somebody else can chime in there. Clock Fox, that would probably be similar to, I'm guessing it'd be about 10 hours for me as well. Not sure if I would drive or fly. Ooh, I'm gonna get right on that, buying some followers. I'd love to get back to Toronto if I can. You know what I noticed about Cog? Cog, his face, part of his face looks like the G1 cartoon version of Cerebros. I don't know if that's a coincidence or if there's a reason behind that, but I thought that was kind of interesting. But yeah, I just remember Cog from G1 as the, you know, little multi-part former thing from the Fort Max toy. But I don't remember. He never really got fleshed out in the cartoon or anything, as far as I remember. Oh, great. G1 Sunstreaker. I'm glad you like the little sketch card. I appreciate your patience there. Usually I get everything sent out the day after the auctions if I can, but you know, sometimes it takes folks a little bit longer to pay, and then I don't like to make more than one trip to the post office with, you know, the way things are right now, so I appreciate the patience. I think it's time for a new French curve there, collar. Still trying to get by with this crusty old thing. I'm not good at ordering new stuff for myself. It's not because I'm cheap, it's just I never really think of it until I'm actively using it, and then, you know, once I stop using it, I kind of forget about it until the next time. I'm like, damn, I need to order a new one of those. That's what I feel like with my templates. I have this circle template that's just completely demolished. I just keep forgetting to order a new one. Look at this thing. It's like the bottom's ripped off. Anyway, enough about that. Hey, Corinne. Yeah, donations for templates. I'm not about to start up a GoFundMe or anything like that, but I just need to remember. I need a memory implant or something. I'm gonna actually write it down right now on my whiteboard. Zombie Prowl. I've not completely decided what I'm going to do with them, but if you're interested in grabbing that Prowl, or if anybody who was on last week's stream is, interested in the character you requested on the subscriber request stream, just let me know. Maybe, we can work something out. I'll get them sent to you if you'd like to own them. We can work something out. Otherwise, if you don't claim them, I'll probably just toss them up on eBay or something. What else we got here? Thank you, Storko. I appreciate the kind words. Boy, we're talking about OnlyFans again. Here we go. Wherever you like, Zombie Prowl, Twitter. There's a way to DM on here, I think, right? Whispers or whatever. I don't really mess with that, but whatever you're comfortable with. I think we're, we've connected on Twitter before. That's the social media I'm on more than anything. But I'm off camera here. Sorry about that. However you want to get a hold of me. I have to speed things up a little bit here. One of the drawbacks about doing this at the end of the day is my energy level is not not the same as it is in the beginning of the day. I tend to work really well early in the morning, probably when nobody would watch. I start working, I know I've mentioned this on the stream before, around 4:30 a.m., 4:35 a.m. Eastern Time. It's probably not the best time to be streaming. Plus, my whole family is sleeping, so I'd have to kind of whisper. Yeah, I mean, that was when I was younger. Yeah, I was definitely a night owl. I would never get up that early, but necessity, kind of made that happen. It's just the best time for me to get work done. Everybody else in the house is sleeping, so it's quiet, peaceful. It works for me. I never thought I would be a morning person, but there's something nice about waking up early, getting that cup of coffee, kind of grabbing a little bite to eat, and then doing your own thing. Takes a bit of discipline at the start. And that snooze button is tempting. It still is. I gotta be honest though, with these Japanese cartoons that I've been watching have actually helped. Even whatever work I have to do, when I'm not really feeling it, when I'm not in the mood for it, just thinking about getting up and watching, like an episode of Victory now I'm going through while I drink my morning coffee. That's kind of a tempting thought. So that helps push me to get my butt out of bed. All right, moving at a snail's pace here. Well, we got Soundwave mostly, most of the basic line work done here. We'll go back in and hit some of this detail on the weapon here. Use some of the sticker detail. Decal detail. He has these stickers that for some reason wound up on the legs of a lot of Soundwave figures back in the day. I'm not sure the story behind that, but I'm sure somebody knows it. These kind of trapezoid shaped deals here. Excuse me. It's not coronavirus, don't worry. Two Gesundheits. Thank you. Storko, my schedule is usually on Mondays from about 8 to 10. I try to do 8 to 10, but for some reason I seem to keep starting a little bit later than that. But I try to go for about 2 hours. I want to try to add a shorter one sometime during the week. Maybe like something short as like a half hour, do like a head sketch some other time during the week, but I don't know, we'll see. I started doing this stream mostly when I was home for the whole coronavirus thing. Comics work was not happening at all, and it was a good time to start doing this. But now that I'm back doing multiple jobs, it's a little tougher to find a good time to do this. But Monday nights has worked pretty well for me. So yeah, I'm pretty well committed to Mondays from around 8 to 10. All right, one last little trip with the template here. I'm gonna get the little a little hint of the cassette in the chest here. I'm not gonna do the complete circle there, but I want to offer a hint of it. All right, looks like we're at about an hour and 17 minutes so far. So, you can start rendering Soundwave a little bit here. Got the basic lines down. Process stuff, I usually do basic line work first, and then I'll jump in and drop in shadows and details and things like that. But let's try to get just kind of the basic line work down first. So I'll give you a closer look as to what that looks like usually. I did use just the #1 micron for all of these lines. It's typically what I use for the basic lines, and then go in and use some thicker lines around the edges, strategically dropping in shadows, whatever feels appropriate. The kneaded eraser does not mess with the inks. The inks dry really quickly, and you can't go over it right away, but after a minute you can go over. All this stuff doesn't do anything. Just takes a pencil right out from underneath. All right, let's drop in some shadows here. The way this is going, I don't think I'm going to quite finish this completely tonight, but we'll see how far we can get. I'm just adding a little shadow on this side of Soundwave. My light source is kind of coming from up here, so everything to my right, his left, and underneath will be colored in. See how it just gives you some immediate dimension and depth in there. Just dropping that little shadow in. Sometimes I'll do a little old school, little shiny flare there, strategically dropped in here and there. Hey 3D, thank you. Soundwave's a classic. Just kind of tossing in a little extra detail here. The toy stickers have a lot going on in there, but not copying that exactly, just kind of hinting at it a little bit. Oh, hey, Corinne, that's pretty cool. Thank you. Bust out those shockwave emojis, emotes. If anybody's wondering here, I'm using the extra fine zebra pen right here to hit these areas. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even 100% sure how all of this works. I mean, I have the general idea, but as long as people are having fun, that's all I care about. I think, Corinne, I think I can gift a sub. Like I said, I haven't really looked into exactly how that works, but I will gift you a sub so you can use the emotes. You got one. I'm too slow. Huh. Never forget, I am an old man. I don't know how these things work. In my day, yeah, I was just messing around with that button when I heard the chimes pop up and saw that you had done the deed. Alright, let's get some little shiny bits going here. I like to work these little roundish parts, the cassette details with the little teeth in with the kind of shininess. I don't know why. It's kind of is fun for me. Just use the one of the thicker brush pens to get some fun just kind of variance in the line weight there, the thickness of the line you put down, like a brush. I'll have to mess with that a little bit more later. Also going to get the underside of the shoulder cannon there. I'll add a little one on the top, something a bit thinner. I think I need a smaller pen for that. I forgot I was going to put Soundwave's little counter here. Up on his shoulder. Alright, he's starting to come together here, huh? He's looking alright. Thank you, Dimooch. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I gotta fill some of this in. This pen, it's a Kuretake brush, extra fine, just for you, Josh. I'm not sure if there's another term that they go by, but that's what I know them as. I bet you say that to all the streamers. Let's get the old shine going on the other weapon. It's a little bit Kirby-like the way I like to do these little shines. I don't go full Kirby on them, but there's a bit of a Kirby inspiration there. I think I'm missing something good in the chat right now. I have to catch up in a second. Alright, let's keep going with this action here. Got the nice chromed pieces on the figure. Just like to highlight those a little bit. Once these brush pens get a little bit frayed, you can get some good texture in a quick swipe. There you go. These little bits right here. Nice shiny parts. Yes, I have the Sound Blaster version, by the way. Alright, let's keep this going here. Alright, we've been going for about an hour and 50 minutes, so I'll keep it rolling for a little while longer before I sign off here. I made decent progress here. Not quite what I would like to have done, but not too bad. Anyway, sorry I'm a bit off tonight, guys. You all have been keeping things lively, so that's good. Not that I'm usually some kind of ball of excitement or anything, but just feeling a little flat tonight. Huh. I need to get back to those, convention nights in the hotel room watching Guy Fieri shows. What, you thought I was going to say something else? Hey, thanks for checking out the stream, Storko. Have a good night. Yes, Josh, that is the best. You know, I don't think I ever told you this. I bring my daughter to Rhode Island Comic Con with me typically. We stay at a hotel somewhere in Providence, and last time we did it, we wound up watching Food Network, and there was Guy, and we watched a few episodes while I worked on commissions at the hotel room. It's just like a, you know, rite of passage or something. You cannot escape Guy Fieri. You know, Guy Fieri's kind of like an easy target for kind of, you know, poking a little fun at him or whatever. I heard that guy is like super charitable, which is very cool. Ha ha, good guy. I love it. How do conventions work for me? It's different each time. Sometimes the conventions approach me, sometimes the opposite. Sometimes, like if a smaller convention wants to bring in one of us that works on the IDW books, they will get a hold of us through social media or whatever, and kind of, you know, make an offer to come at the show, come to the show. Like with TFCon or something, usually we just kind of let the organizer know if we're interested, and you know, they'll let us know if there's room. But yeah, each one is a bit different. Like what I was mentioning a minute ago, Rhode Island Comic Con I do with my daughter. They don't invite me at all, but it's a nice, decent show, decent sized show. It's close to home. I can drive there with my daughter every year. We have a good time, so you know, I just apply like everybody else for an Artist Alley spot. Yeah, it's definitely nice. You know, feels good to be to get contacted by a convention, to get brought in, or like a, you know, comic book shop signing. You know, you feel like you made it. It's a good feeling. What am I planning for a background? I didn't have much planned out. I just kind of, I don't know if you can make it out here. I kind of like a billowing bit of smoke coming up, you know, from the bottom, and it's just going to do kind of like floating, not floating, but debris sort of falling, almost like embers or ashes, you know, kind of like this is in the midst of some sort of battle or almost post battle. That was the idea for the background. Not much of a background, because I knew I was just going to be doing a 2-hour stream. I didn't really have time to do anything too complex. How did I end up illustrating for a living? I kind of got in a very unorthodox way, but, you know, for the most part, you know, just kind of practicing and studying the craft and working on it until, you know, until the door opened for me. That's all anybody can ask, is to have an opportunity to get your foot in the door somewhere, and if you do, you know, it's up to you what you can do with it. I happen to be part of a contest on IDW's forums, which used to be a great place to hang out. Now they're not really active anymore. But anyway, I entered a contest on the forums, and that was kind of, long story short, I ended up winning the contest, an art contest, and got my work in front of the eyes of editorial, and you know, that's how I wound up with my first cover job, and it went well enough that they decided to offer me more work. So that's the short version. And guess who colored my first cover? Mr. Josh Perez. For anyone who doesn't know, my first professional work was the retailer exclusive All Hail Megatron #1 cover, the one that's the homage to the Killing Joke cover. That's it, baby. Yeah, Daimooch. Daimooch is the one and only Josh Perez, superstar. Yeah, the Sgt. Pepper one was that was a lot of work, but a lot of fun too. Get a lot of good feedback on that one still. But yeah, Josh's colors on that cover were like really well done. It's Megatron is an interesting, maybe Josh, I don't know if you feel like saying anything on the chat here about it, but coloring Megatron, I always thought if I was a colorist, I would not enjoy coloring Megatron, because he's basically all gray or silver, or however you interpret his color scheme. There's not a lot going on there, but Josh really, I was like blown away when I got the colors back from Josh through email. I was super happy with it, as I am with anything Josh colors. Josh is one of the best in the business. Yeah, poor Joanna was the one who had to color the Sgt. Pepper cover there. Josh is the man. I wish I had Josh's ability to do all of the things that he can do. Multi-talented individual. You know, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind that either. I'm a big fan of pizza, so hey, bring it on. Clock Fox, were you on the either of the streams that I did with my daughter on what do you call it, Instagram? That was I know the first one we did, the word wholesome came up quite a few times. We certainly didn't you know, set wholesome as a goal for the stream, but I suppose daddy-daughter stream kind of is going to go that route anyway, isn't it? She's a great little artist. I shouldn't, that almost sounds like you know, saying little artist doesn't sound so great. She's a great artist. She's really working hard on her craft. She's kind of developed her own little community with people that like to do that, the same type of art there, the animal art. She's something special. Probably most parents feel that way about their kids, but that's not just like, you know, that the typical proud parent talk. That's legit. The sky's the limit for her. She does. She is, let's see, she goes by the name Puma Panic, all one word, Puma Panic. But what is her actual handle? I think it's, or maybe you can change it. I'm not sure. The name on the screen name is Puma Panic. Yeah, she does a lot of cute animal art. She's very, very much obsessed with cats, but she does these like multi-animal mashup things, like a cat mixed with an owl or other animals. Anyway, she's good. I'm really proud of her. Was never quite able to get her into Transformers, but that's okay. I didn't try that hard. Oh yeah, she went nuts with the whole art fight thing. I didn't know anything about it until she told me about it. When that first started, she did a ton of them. I'm gonna ink in kind of this billowing smoke here. I mean, it's never too late to get into Transformers, right? I wouldn't put any pressure on her, though. She's doing her own thing. All right, I'm a little bit into overtime here, but I figured I could get this again, quotation fingers, finished here. You know, mostly done. I'll probably fiddle with it a bit more before I'll really call it done. But you know, I've got essentially got everything done. Done-ish. I definitely want to do a bit more detail here. Kind of clean it up a little bit. But I think we're pretty darn close. You know, at one point, she talked to me about More Than Meets the Eye and Lost Light. She apparently had heard about it through her little communities. Or she's aware that it's kind of a thing for people. So she was asking me about it a little bit. I told her I'd be happy to give her the books that I have to read. I don't have the complete run, but I have a lot of it. But she kind of never really followed up on it. Like I said, I'm not going to push her into it. But it'll always be there if she decides to give it a read. Yep, that is Soundwave. Until somebody colors him as Sound Blaster. Which again, not sure how exciting that color scheme would be. Doing a little Walt Simonson inspired shiny stuff there. I'll do some more kind of like falling embers here. And just do a few little A few more little details on the body here, and then we'll call it done-ish. Sometimes along like a straight edge you can add a little scuffed up detail just by kind of following the line and then going off of it a little bit. Another thing I like to do sometimes is just get kind of like a few quick little lines kind of coming inward. I don't know. Works for some reason. I'm going to throw a little shadow underneath the hand there. Just want to darken in this piece here. I'll just go ahead and throw some shadow down here, because why not? All right, I think I'm about ready to call this for today. So my phone's going to be running out of battery sometime soon, so I'm not going to have much of a choice. Anyway, we're going to call this done. Like I said, quotation fingers. I'll probably mess with it a bit in the morning, but here's a close-up look at it. You can see I got to mess with it a little bit, but I think it's looking pretty good. Not bad for a tired old guy doing a 2-hour stream. So yeah, there he is. Who wants to color it? Zombie Prowl? Somebody? Candy Chameleon. Yeah, I'll probably finish him up in the morning. I'll toss the line art up on Twitter for anybody who wants to color it. The original will likely go on eBay later this week. And yeah, there he is. So thanks guys for hanging out on the stream, and I'll probably do some Beast Wars next week like we talked about. Don't hold me to it. But yeah, I'll see you guys online, and we'll do something fun next week. And thanks again for being cool, hanging out, and all the good conversation. Hope you guys have a good week, and hope to see you all next week. Take care, everybody. Stay safe if you're in the path of the storm, and hope everybody's good. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.